What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of the BSBN Podcast. I'm your host, Patrick, and I have today with me Dan and my turtle.
Hey guys, what's up?
My turtle can't talk like Dan does, but she's getting
Yeah,
there.
guest
We're
appearance
training
from
her.
the turtle today.
Yeah, we're training her to try to do a little bit better. I'm trying to make this setup. This jacket's actually supposed to be. This is from Vic. Shout out to Vic. But this is like all supposed to be above here. But I'm having some technical difficulties getting them up there. So that's a problem. So hopefully by next week, I know I've said this like 3 podcasts already. Hopefully by next week, everything gets resolved. So we'll figure it out.
Moving somewhere, it's not. It takes a lot of work to get things ready
Yeah,
and set up.
these walls are like ultra painted, I guess, because like I can't get thumbtacks through them. I can't the freaking command strips aren't like holding up to the jacket's weight. So I probably got to get more of them, I'm guessing. So it's dumb as shit. So we'll figure it out. Uh, Dan, first up on the docket here, I kind of wanted to talk to you about this. Let's we got a hot topic of the week here, and I think this week's hot topic is definitely going to be. First off, we're going to talk about it as a whole. We're going to talk about the Bills and the Broncos game here up first. There's a lot to digest about this game. Not even just the outcome of it, but events that happened throughout it, plus everything that's going on with the, as we've been talking about for the last couple of weeks, Josh Allen's legacy, and how does this affect him? What's your take on this game, and how do you feel about some of the things that happened in this game?
My take on this game is that when it comes down to it, the Bills have had multiple opportunities to find a way to get out of this divisional round slump that they're in. And do I agree that they fired the coach? They needed a coaching change, or is something in the GM? Yeah, you would have to put the blame on either at this point, because the team around Josh Allen isn't as good as we have seen in previous years, right? I feel like that's a big step to blame, more so not on the coach necessarily, but on the GM, because he came out during the Jamar Chase game, or the Jamar Chase draft, and said, I don't want to draft a wide receiver. So you passed up on having the chance to get a Jamar Chase in that draft, or a competent wide receiver, and now you're stuck with the wide receivers you have now. And we've seen time and time again, especially this season, that's not helping Josh Allen. Josh Allen, these other guys around him, and Josh Allen can only do so much. I mean, yeah, this game, when you look at it, Josh Allen, I think they had 5 turnovers in this game, right?
Yep.
And he threw 2 interceptions.
And fumbled.
And yeah, when you look at it, you can't necessarily blame. Yeah, you can blame him for this game because he did make mistakes. Like I said, he had the fumble and the 2 interceptions. But when you have 5 turnovers compared to 1 turnover, it's going to be a hard game for you to win. And you had your chances to drive down the field and make something out of it. And yet James Cook did not have a great run game, or he ran the ball decently
as well.
But this was just a pure mechanical error game on the Bills' part. They had multiple chances, and it was just coming down to the mechanics. They couldn't keep on to the ball. They were making mistakes. And just making mistakes where mistakes shouldn't have been made. And then, like you said, we were going to come down to this, but that catch, don't get me wrong, Cooks he came down with the ball. But he didn't have full possession as he was coming down with the ball. And when you look at the rule book, as a receiver, you have to battle the ground if you're going down to the ground. So if Cooks wanted to make that be a complete catch, he needed to hold on to that ball during the time he was on the ground. That didn't happen. The ball came out of his hands while he was still rolling, and it went into the Broncos defender. That to me is an interception. That's not a fumble, that's an interception, because he didn't have full possession as he was going down to the ground. So yeah, the refs did make the right call. And I get it. Everybody's mad at the refs saying, "Oh, they gave the game to the Broncos." It's like, no, the Bills had multiple opportunities to come out and win this game. They didn't. You can't, like I said, and I've been saying this from the beginning of the season, you can't put these games in the refs' hands, because if you do, you're going to get these controversial calls at the end of the day, and you're going to have that question of, did the refs blow the game for us? And that's just unacceptable in my eyes, because it's not coming down to the refs. The players are getting paid these millions of dollars to go out there and play. At the end of the day, you have to know that this is my job. I have to make the play, or I have to take the game into my hands. Putting the game into the ref's hands, you're going to get these controversial calls that everybody's going to be up in arms about. Now, I don't know how you feel about it, but that's how I feel about it.
I don't disagree. Honestly, you know, at the moment, like when I was watching the game, right, I felt like cheated in a sense. I kind of felt, because I don't have a dog in the fight, right? I was kind of just like, you know, it's a fun game to watch. Obviously, like I don't care for either team. I'm not a Bills fan. I'm not a Broncos fan. I'm a Giants
as you
fan.
say, we're the only real New York teams are the Giants and Jets. So this is the only real New York team in the playoffs.
Yeah, right
and we don't have a dog in the fight.
Right here, and you could say that they're in Jersey. I don't give a shit. Their parades happen in New York. Fight me. What's it called? And the only team in New York to have a parade. Fight me. Okay, once again. Oh, well, I guess the Jets did too. So there's your accomplishment.
I mean, hey, the future looks bright for us. Just saying.
I know. I'm hoping we'll get into that. But I for my opinion about the Bills here is I'm looking at this game as I felt cheated when I watched it, right? Because it did very much feel like the refs did hand that game to the Broncos. Because there were multiple situations. In my eyes, the interception thing was bad, right? That was like already, it looked bad when I first saw it.
I didn't even touch on this.
So you can wait your turn now. That's it. No.
Okay, yeah. Go. No, it just popped in my head.
Damn.
It just popped in my head, and you're probably going to touch on it too.
Yeah, I'm about to touch on it now, which is the two defensive pass interception, pass
I totally forgot about
that happened in overtime, which to me, in my eyes, was like a give me. That was like a what? Especially if it was the first one, where I was like, there's no way that's a call right now in the divisional round of the playoffs, in a game in which the rest have let everything go up until that point. At that point, yeah, no, it felt like a give me. It just did. It honestly did. And that was terrible. And then, oh, man.
But come on. 51 51 penalty yards to get the Broncos down the field in the last possession of the game. That's unacceptable on the Bills' defense, in my opinion.
But then the Bills also had an offensive chance, in which, again, was ruined. Was that the interception? Was that the point of interception? Was that in overtime? So, I mean, again...
They had their chance.
I mean, again, we're going to talk about it.
But I don't think the refs
I am going to blame Josh Allen here, because you know what? I think Josh Allen's a great quarterback. I actually like him. I think he's fun. His personality is great. I think he's cool. My issue is, this game does fall on him in certain degrees. It's I don't like the way he played this game. This game was honestly not a good look for him. There were times he looked great. There was times in which he looked great, and then there were times in which he looked like he didn't know what the hell he was doing. I want to first talk about it. The first debacle that, in my opinion, really ruined the game is which they were already down 7. They just lit up a touchdown, and then you get the ball back, and before the half, what does he do? I don't care, because it didn't look like it was forced. It definitely looked like he tried to do it, which is he scrambles with the ball on a play call that I'm still not understanding, have no idea what the hell you're doing. One of the last plays of the game, instead of chucking it deep, you're going to scramble with Josh Allen through the middle of the field, not go out of bounds, and then chuck the ball backwards, not get on top of it on your own 30-yard line, and then they pick it up and get another field goal. That's 3 points. 3 points. Then you have a missed field goal from them. That's another 3 points. And then you, realistically, I'm sorry, because you know what? Broncos fans can kill me. For me, in my eyes, I don't think the Broncos played a great game. Up until the fourth quarter.
Both teams did not play a great game to their capability.
Yeah, that's the thing. But see, like the Broncos to me, the Broncos to me, no, I don't care about your opinion. The Broncos to me have had nothing but defensive wins. I feel like they've been a very defensive heavy win. Shut up. What's it called? But they've had nothing but defensive wins, and I feel like their defense does win them the game. And their offense, even though they can do stuff, you have guys, and I was watching the game during this, I was like, Bo Nix might be fine, right? I don't care. Broncos can't be your number one receiver. Can't. The guy played good in one quarter. Take a guess which quarter. It was a good quarter. Everything else, though, he has dropped, or he just did not look good. I'm sorry. He's not... In my eyes, that's a number 2 receiver. We've had this debate before. Though I don't think we have... I don't think we've had this... I don't haven't had the debate about Sutton himself, but we've had this debate about number one receivers that are actually secretly number two receivers. That should not be a number one. Sutton, in my eyes, is not a number one receiver. He's a number two receiver playing the number one because they don't have a number one. Mims Jr., cool. You don't get me wrong, but again, not a number one receiver. None of those guys are number one receivers. My eyes, personally. Yeah, no, the Broncos did exactly what they needed to do. And the Bills just didn't. The Bills played like they were at every point in the game losing, and they were just scrambling to try to win. And it's like, you guys weren't. You guys really weren't that far behind, but you guys just kept putting yourself behind. The James Cook fumble is one thing. I can excuse that. That happens. And he is the most, actually I can't. He is the most fumbled running back in the league this year. He had 7 with that one there in postseason, but he had 6. And he was the most fumbled running back in there.
Derrick Henry.
Yeah, with the amount that he's had.
Derrick Henry went, 3 for 3 with fumbles, and now you're looking at it, and you see James Cook
is the number one the most fumbles in the season. So, the thing I will disagree with you here is, Josh Allen. Yes, he did need wide receiver help. Don't get me wrong. I don't disagree with that because his best receiver is tight end. That's just truth. There is no other.
And that's been that for them. Kincaid and Kincaid and what's his name have been his prime targets.
But in my eyes here, they had the number one rushing king in James Cook of the season, and they also had one of the top defenses in the league. You, as a quarterback, being an elite quarterback, or supposedly supposed to be an elite quarterback, we look at Josh Allen as a top 5 QB in this league. There is no debate. Point blank period. Up until last game, people, I guess, are now making the assumption. But before that game, he was a top 5 quarterback. No questions asked. Right? Agreed? So with the top 5 QB, the rushing king, and one of the top defenses in the league, a wide receiver away should not be the reason why you lose to a sophomore quarterback and a good defense. Don't get me wrong, but it's a good defense. But like, I think personally, the tougher challenge for them would have been the Jaguars, and they lost, and they won that game. Coming into this game, Bo Nix didn't look good up until the second half. You had plenty of time to separate yourself from him and make yourself look amazing, and you didn't.
No, I agree.
That fumble, the interceptions, all of it was all him. It was all him. My opinion.
Oh, no, but I wasn't blaming. Like, I think Josh Allen's at fault because, like you said, this was his game to lose. Like, he had the multiple chances. They had the multiple chances to win this game. I mean, yeah, okay. The games were close throughout the whole entire game. But some of these mistakes just shouldn't have happened. Like, I feel like Josh Allen was forcing the ball with some of these plays. Just not being aware of his surroundings. And you normally don't see these mistakes, like we said, coming out from these elite quarterbacks in this kind of situations. It's like, this is the prime time. This is prime time. This is when the season matters.
Yeah.
Some of these mistakes should not be happening in postseason. Like we said, like those two DPIs that brought the Broncos down the field to make them win on the field goal. That should not be happening in a fucking overtime game.
Period. No.
In playoffs.
No. If you were.
I don't care. I don't care if you're saying, oh, the ref shouldn't have called it. No, this is postseason. If they see you tugging on the arm or tugging on the shirt, it's going to get called. You have to try to cover it up the best you fucking can if you're playing defense to not let the refs call that fucking play. Because we saw it, I think it was in the Rams game. They missed a fucking false start. I think it was in overtime. And the announcers nailed it on the head that they didn't call that, and that put the Rams in prime position to take advantage of that. The Broncos took advantage of it in overtime.
Yeah, no, you can't. What are they going to do? Like, hey, sure, I don't believe that was actually a penalty. Can you bring us back the amount of yards? They're not going to do that. So it's like, my thing is, it doesn't matter. The defensive pass interference, even the interception in overtime. First off, it should never went to overtime. Y'all should have had that 100%, no doubt about it. In my eyes, with all the mistakes you guys made, that should have been. And they're a part of the game. Don't get me wrong, but that's your guys' fault. That's Josh Allen's fault. That's the offensive coordinator's fault. That's a lot of people's fault. I don't think it was McDermott's fault. personally, I don't think he should have been
No.
fired. Offensive
And
coordinator
that's
definitely
what
should
I
have been
was
gone. But
And that's what I was going to touch on. When I said the wide receivers, I wasn't blaming Josh Allen for that. Because we
you're
see
blaming the head coach.
No, I wasn't blaming the head coach either. I was blaming the GM. Because the GM hasn't put the team around Josh Allen to make this team get over that hump. And I don't agree with the Sean Dane McDermott firing. Like, yeah, okay, he made the Bills who the Bills are. And now I think I saw that there's rumors that they want Brian DeBall back in Buffalo.
Yep.
And you're going from McDermott, which in my opinion is the better head coach after seeing Brian DeBall. But then again, I don't think DeBall was a bad head coach for Jackson Dart. I just think the situation the Giants were in is a horrible situation.
We're not getting into that.
I think DeBall could be a head coach.
We're not getting into that.
I mean, he was the offensive coordinator for Josh Allen, and we see the talent Josh Allen is.
We're not getting into that.
But
I'm not getting into the.
I don't think this is a McDermott thing, and I just think if you wanted to fire somebody, the main blame has to be on the GM at this point, because the GM, like I said, I saw reports yesterday, came out yesterday and said that, and I saw the reports coming that during the Jamar Chase draft, he said he didn't want to take a wide receiver. I feel like if you have that mindset, the blame's on you for not
putting. What year was that? Do you know what year Jamar Chase was?
Jamar Chase, I think it was either the year after Burrow or the year.
Who did they take in that? Who did they take in that draft besides him? Like what year was that they took him, or that they decided not to?
Let me look at how long.
Just type in Jamar Chase to see how long he's.
2021.
Okay, so then who did the Bills draft in 2021? I would ask.
I'm looking that up right now.
Yeah, first round. So I'm assuming he was a first round pick, right, Jamar Chase?
Yes.
Yeah. So who did they pick instead of him? Well, let's see if it's worth it.
Edge rusher Gregory Rousseau.
All right, hold up though. Edge rusher Rousseau is damn good though. Rousseau is damn good. So I don't know. I mean, for me, it's not a bad. Jamar Chase is probably the best wide receiver, if not the second best wide receiver, depending on who you ask at any given day. But yeah, no, Rousseau is damn good as rusher. So I'm not gonna completely fault him for it, just because again I feel like that's a damn good pick anyway. So I mean, like I'm not gonna completely fault him there. Okay,
so in this draft you had Jamar Chase gone.
Yeah.
As a wide receiver, you had Waddle in the draft.
I take Rousseau.
You had Devontae Smith in the draft.
I'll take Rousseau over Devontae Smith.
The Giants.
Yeah,
you had Tony in the draft.
Oh, that guy I would choose over Rousseau. Tony?
Oh, obviously, yeah. I'm not saying no to that, but
that's the guy that everyone wants on their team. In fact, he's the guy that's playing on everyone's team at this point.
But yeah. So I mean, Jamar Chase, in my opinion, is the only wide receiver that came off the board or made a name. Well, no, him and Smith has definitely made.
Smith has too, and same as Waddle. They all have. It's not they all have it. It's just like, for me, I'm like Rousseau is not a. He's definitely good. I mean, granted, the O-line for the Broncos stopped everyone, so it didn't matter. But I mean, I think they only got one sack, and it was like in the fourth. Not mistaken. He was like. What happened to the pass rush there that whole game? It's like you guys didn't send in a blitz until like the fourth quarter, and when it was way too late for you to be doing this. But yeah. But anyway, I want to move off of this one because we have another team that I want to talk about, another game that I want to talk about that I think was possibly my game of the week, even though I was not happy with the outcome. Not happy, but I was kind of for the other team, which is the Bears and the Rams game. This game was exciting as all hell. Caleb Williams had his mistakes just like Josh Allen did. Do not get me wrong. But I loved watching the Bears this week. And we got some special plays. We got some special moments to talk about in this game. And as a whole, how do we feel about the Bears? How do we feel about their season? How do we feel about this game? Like, what was this game about, Dan? You know, what's your take on this game?
The Bears have their head coach at the row.
The Bears.
And you see this. Yeah, the Bears has their head coach. Like, this is what this solidified for me, that Ben Johnson is the right guy for this team. Because, like we were saying throughout the whole entire season, you had them as your dark horse, but I don't think anybody expected the Bears to go to the divisional playoffs and to take probably one of the top 5 teams in the league to an overtime game with 2 minutes left, like they're fucking, like all season long the Bears have been doing. 2 minutes left, taking the fucking Bears to forcing overtime out of this game. I don't think anybody would have this on their bingo card this year. And especially in the fashion that he did it, because like we were saying, the special moment, that 2-minute drive for the Chicago Bears, that whole drive was his special moment. I mean, like, let's be real here. This guy went from the 10-yard line to the near midfield, pedaling back, and just tossed up the most easiest ball to pick off to Loveland. Not Loveland.
That ball
was it Loveland?
No, it was not Loveland. Loveland was out. It was Komet.
It was Komet. Tossed it up to him in a perfect place where the D-back ran up and just completely made that touchdown, tie the game, and bring it to overtime. It was great.
That pass, that catch, that sequence was one of the best throws I've ever witnessed in a playoff game.
But as a Bears fan, you're
so
panicking. You're covering your eyes. Wait, what's developing on the field? As a Bears fan, your heart is literally dropping in your chest.
As a Giants fan who's not even a Bears fan, had his heart in his chest and all this other extra crap, because like, my dude, like, that was panic. I was like, I wanted the Bills. I was like, bro, if my dark horse comes out and wins the damn Super Bowl, I'll be so sick. And then, them coming up short against the Rams, which, shout out to Rams. Rams played a great game. But
they didn't make any errors. Bears did.
I want to ask this of you real quick. With the way that game is going, right? In the fourth quarter, Caleb Williams throws that touchdown pass. Here's a hot topic that I've seen around the internet, and I want to ask you. Bears get the touchdown. They're down by 1. In your experience, if you're a head coach, are you going for 2 here, or are you taking what they did and going for the tie?
Listen, this is playoffs. This is in one of the biggest games of the Bears' life. Ben Johnson made the right call. You're not risking this moment to go for 2, where there's a possibility you might get the 2 points and take the lead. You're tying this game and bringing this game to overtime because you're confident in your team that they can make that they have a fighting chance in overtime. I did not see the Bears luster. I mean, yeah, okay. Pleb Williams threw an interception to probably seal the deal for them, but this team was in the fight. You are not going for 2.
I'm going for 2. I'm going for 2. I'm taking the ball. But here's the reason why. Here's why. I'm going for 2 in this situation for one reason. And that one reason was that 1 point. Because they only needed 1 point to win. And they could have gotten that point. No, the reason why I'm taking them to take 2 here, and it could have been a ballsy decision. That could be, honestly, I probably wouldn't. If I'm the head coach, I probably would. I'd be like, damn, I'm too scared to go for it. Maybe I'll go just for the 1 point. I ain't gonna lie. As a fan, I'm going for 2. Here's the reason why, though, right? Because I feel like at that point, you had the fans hype, your players hype. Everyone is feeling good, confident. We're all looking at this as like, bro, it's just one pass. Caleb Williams just made the pass of his damn life. Give him the shot here to make it 2. I'm doing it right off the inertia. Take the momentum and just go for it.
Okay, and I'm gonna put a big fucking theory here. What if, right? You go for 2, right?
Yeah.
And what if you have a Seattle moment when they were playing the Patriots and they didn't run the ball? You have Caleb Williams throw an interception, and it gets taken back for the Rams to get 2 points.
They did it anyway. They would have lost regardless. It didn't matter if they got the 2 points. They would have just won anyway.
I'm just saying. It would be another you would have another controversial in the Bears saying, oh, they should get rid of Ben Johnson. And it's going to be, this is why they haven't found their head coach.
I go for 2.
Did they rotate their head coach?
If you're a Bears fan, end of that game, do you go for 1 or you go for 2? I want to know. Please let me know. I go for 2. In my opinion, I go for 2. Off of that last play, I go for 2.
This is the same guy that
he says for 1.
The same guy was talking about how he wants a new timeout format in the NFL. That would be horrible for the NFL.
I didn't say I wanted. I was asking a hypothetical question. It was like it was not. I had never said I wanted it. I was asking if it was fun.
I mean, this is another hypothetical question.
This is a hypothetical question that could have literally happened. I'm not talking about the timeout thing. Is definitely not a. I was the timeout thing because I was so sick and tired of the damn timeouts at the end of the game. It was like it happened during the Bills game. We just got done with the 2-minute warning, and then or right beforehand, the Broncos called the timeout, and then we got back, and then immediately the Bills called the timeout. It was instantaneous. It was not even a play had happened. It was like we just went from one commercial, went to another commercial, 2-minute warning, went to another commercial. I was sick and tired of it. Done.
Gotta get those advertisers.
Yeah, I know. Freaking NFL. But yeah, if you're a Bears fan, please let me know if you would take 2 there or if you would take 1, because I'm so genuinely curious.
You say you're a competitive guy, and to hear that, like, from a competitive standpoint, if my team is in the fight, I am not throwing away a game off of, can we get the 2 points? Which, okay, yeah, the kicking has not been good this year. I will admit that.
I'll take it.
I'm going for the field goal.
I
am not going for the 2-point conversion.
Taking it. I'm damn well taking it.
But I will admit this. One play I give Ben Jones complete, he had cojones for. That 4th and 1 or 2 that they had in overtime, and we were watching.
Oh, yeah, the QB sneak?
Yeah.
Yeah, the QB sneak going to the outside.
I was like, they're not going for that.
Absolutely love that. The QB sneak going to the outside.
Ben Johnson has cojones for that.
Love that.
And I like that play calling when it comes into overtime because you have to be aggressive.
I don't know how no one even saw that. I was like, bro, how does, like, even the guys on the side, they're all going to. I was like, do you not see the guy running right? Were you just looking at the center? Like, were you not looking at the QB? It's like the QB should be the thing that I'm locking eyes with. I'm like looking at the QB. I'm like, okay, let's go get the QB. And it's like the guys on the side of him that were on the outside of him all went towards the center.
Hey, listen, we talked about this before, but the greatest tush push we've seen,
Josh Allen's last week.
Yeah.
10 yard. Get out of here. That was the greatest thing. That was the greatest push.
Talk about the fucking Eagles tush push. No, that one tush push completely.
And the Bills wanted it out. The Bills voted against the tush push. They want the tush push out, and meanwhile they utilized it so much this season. It's like it was like a big part of their game.
But I don't think that was really a tush push. That wasn't like the same setup. That was more like more like a Josh Allen just moving his feet,
no, that's
and the fullback. The fullback just going, we're going.
That's Josh. That's a tush push. It was a back break push or something. It was something though. Now I want to talk about. We've been talking about QB mistakes, and I got to bring up this one because this one for me is just. I don't want to talk about it because I actually like the guy as a QB. But man, the game of the week that was weakest to me, well, second weakest, I guess, because the San Francisco 49ers and the Seahawks game, I'm not even touching on. You want to talk about that game real quick?
Yeah,
here it is. Here's the summary, and I'm talking for Dan here too.
That was just belt to ass.
Horrible. That's it. And 49ers fans, don't give me the excuse of injury. Don't. I'm sorry. Don't.
No, listen.
Imagine if Fred Warner was there. I don't.
On it.
Yeah, real quick, 1 second. They've been doing good all damn season with or without him. They've beaten the Seahawks without Fred Warner and whoever else is injured. I don't want to hear it. You want half your Mac Jones. Don't give me that bullshit excuse. That's just for you to feel good. I'm sorry, but that's just the truth of it. Y'all are trying to make yourselves feel good at the fact that he was injured and like no, he's just they played bad. They got killed. End of story. Had nothing to do with the
They're
injuries.
just vibing.
Yeah, she loves her little scrub brush. That's her. My girl got her a scrub brush and everything really in this tank, for her, and she loves the scrub brush. It goes up against her back, so she's able to like scrub her be able to scrub her shell with it, and it like really feels nice. I have it a little higher because she got stuck yesterday because she wanted it was lower and she was like going under back and forth, and then it just she yeah, she got stuck. Like she's doing right now. You see her? She's going underneath the rock. Yeah, that's what she's doing right here. Exactly what she's doing.
She's just vibing.
Yeah, she's just vibing. That's what she does. This is Daisy.
But yeah, to touch on the 49ers real quick, this team was an injury-prone team all year, and to get them as far as they did, I mean, yeah, you come up short and you get a complete belt to ass in the fucking divisional round. I mean, yeah, okay, it sucks, but your team still outperformed than what they should have.
Yeah.
With everything that happened to them.
Yep.
I mean, coming up with these lame excuses that we should have played Mac Jones, that, we were injury prone. You guys were injury prone all fucking year. Fred Warner went down, right before the trade deadline or something?
Yep.
And
no, Fred Warner went down early. I could have swore he went down early. I could have swore he went down a little earlier. I could have seen
Warner was a little bit later. But yeah, you guys did the best. You guys made the best possible outcome of the most horrible current events that happened to you guys.
Yeah, just take the loss. You guys played horrible that game. Just take the loss. Simple as that. That's it.
And Seattle has been the better team all year. Yeah, I get it. The rivalry and everything, it sucks, but Seattle was just a better team all around. I mean, yeah, I gave the 49ers a fighting chance to possibly win the game, but
I gave them win. I gave them the win. I was so disappointed.
It's disappointing, but like I said, and like we've been saying, one guy can't really carry a whole team against that caliber kind of team. And putting that game on Christian McCaffrey's back, trying to get him out of there, and having the confidence that he could win you guys the game, you need more around him to help him. It wasn't just going to be a one-man show against the Seattle Seahawks. And I think we all knew that going into that game.
Yeah, well, I was expecting the defense to do good, too. Doesn't matter. Like, the defense was good all season. They were one of the top defenses all season. It's like there's no reason for them to now suddenly give up 41 points like it was.
I mean, and Salah's leaving, and we all seen what that happened.
Yeah, he's going to the Cardinals? He's going to the,
No, Tennessee Titans.
Oh, it's Tennessee Titans? Okay. Who's going to the Cardinals? You can just see someone with the Cardinals. I thought it was him. I thought it was Solid to the Cardinals.
Nope, Titans.
Which, by the way, before the podcast, I don't know what we've seen, but Mike McDaniels apparently is going to
He's going to the Cardinals.
No.
Oh, wait. No. Who was it?
I just had it. You made me lose my train of thought. Now I lost it.
Chargers.
Yes.
Offensive coordinator.
Yes.
Yeah. He really wants to work with Herbert, apparently.
I think that's a good place to go. There's a lot of offensive talent that you could work with, and I feel like he can make a lot of things happen on that team.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not, and they have a better defense than Miami's did. So I mean, even though they played better towards the last half of the season, I'm not sure about what that was. Miami, y'all got some. You got a weird ass team. But yeah, so there's that. But yeah, I wanted to talk about this QB. I wanted to talk about this game because this game was horrible. I didn't even watch the full game just because I was so sick of it.
This was all the Texans defense trying to keep them in the game.
Which has been the story all season. They did that last week too. Is my opinion. I feel like it was all the defense last week. They could have lost last week easily against Pittsburgh. Yeah, but it's I don't know. It was not good. It was not good.
It wasn't.
So yeah. But yeah, CJ Stroud, 4 interceptions in a game. Played horrible really all season. Big moments, and this is not his first 4-game interception. I think he did. What did he have last week? Didn't he also have a couple of turnovers? I could have swore he had 3-4 interceptions last week as well. Another game. So we had two back-to-back games in which he just did not play well. Yeah, granted it's the Patriots, but
He had one interception last week, not two.
One interception. So what did he do? I could have sworn he did something. That team had a lot of turnovers. I feel like last week, did they not? Am I tripping?
I don't think they had a lot of turnovers last week.
I could swear that whole game was like filled with turnovers against Pittsburgh. If I had my second monitor, I'd do it. But
Pittsburgh had all the turnovers.
Oh,
I don't
it?
think.
Oh God, it was still that close of a game. That's crazy. I don't understand what that's
Oh
about.
no, they had 3 turnovers.
I don't understand what that's about. We took all these turnovers this season. Oh, not the season. Sorry, all these turnovers in this playoff round, and with the playoff round having this many turnovers, they're somehow very close games. And then you have
he had 2 fumbles.
2 fumbles. So it's 2 fumbles and an interception.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, she's whacking her back up against the thing. Yeah, I don't know how these games are so close with the amount of interceptions, the amount of fumbles we're seeing. The amount of fumbles we're seeing is crazy. By the way, there's a lot of damn a lot of turnovers in general this season and in this playoff. This has been the most wild playoff rounds like that I can recall in recent memory. That I'm like, all right, this is fun. It's somewhat weird, but it's fun as shit. But Bears and Rams were my game of the week. I don't know what you had yours as, but Bears and Rams was my game of the week. I feel that just like was the fun to me.
I agree. That Bears Rams game was probably the most exciting game.
Yeah, that's like.
I mean, the Bills Broncos game could have been up there, but that Bears game, it was for me what solidified that game as the game of the week was the Caleb Williams stellar 2-minute drive.
That was just pure goodness, pure damn goodness. I love everything about that. And then,
I mean, to me, that was like the Eli Manning breaking out of the fucking sacks in the Super Bowl, and still, and Nate Tyree coming down with the fucking helmet grab.
But this was like he ran back. I've never seen he ran back, and then Kobe Bryant floated that shit. They went Kobe, and then threw that shit up.
Just a floater. It was like the most easiest picked ball that you could ever imagine.
He basketed that shit right into his arms, bro. I was like, what did I just witness?
And then you see the Rams D-back just coming up. Like, I get it. I thought he was gonna, maybe the D-back thought he was underthrowing the ball. But that ball, I mean, like, yeah, we have the TV view, but that ball was not dropping. That ball was not dropping anytime soon.
Oh, we also
for that Rams D-back to pick it off.
We had a disagreement about speaking of an underthrown ball. We had a disagreement about that Caleb Williams interception in overtime. I don't know if you want to talk about it, but how do you? What's your thoughts on that interception? What was your opinion on that interception?
Okay, in my opinion, right, and I kind of see where Caleb Williams was coming from, where he kind of figured that Moore was gonna go for the fucking the go route, right? He was gonna make for the sideline and just continue breaking out in a diagonal fashion, right? But on video, he was just, like I said, he was running that route, and I think Caleb thought he was gonna just go more of the out route. But he was running more in the diagonal faction, and I said he underthrew the ball because, like I said, he was going for the route that he thought was happening, but Moore did something different.
Well, all right.
I still think it's an underthrown ball because that ball could have been.
You're so wrong.
Way better.
You're so damn wrong. It's not even funny, Dan. So damn wrong. That ball was not underthrown. That ball was not gone after. That was DJ Moore has done a great season for the Bears. So I'm not going to shit on him saying that he's a bad wide receiver. That was a bad play. For me, that was a DJ Moore fault. There's no other way to go about it, from my opinion. I don't think the throw was bad. I feel like he legitimately just did not run his route the way he needed to. He didn't do it, and he just looked like he gave up within the final seconds of that play. He just didn't. He was like,
he didn't give up.
Oh,
he was running the route he thought he was running.
Yeah, but it looked like he got confused in the middle of the field. Like, watching the replay, it looked like he got confused. Like, all right, wait, where do I go now? Oh, It's got picked off. Like it just looked like he got confused and lost on the play.
No, okay, but I don't know how you see that from the fucking replay. When in the replay, he was running a route. He wasn't fucking stopping. He was running a route.
He absolutely did. He soft ran that route. He did a route and then he completely...
He did not soft run that route.
Bro, he absolutely did. Absolutely did. Absolutely did. It's the reason why he...
No, I disagree with that.
Well, you might be the only one because I know the announcers have also talked about it. Plenty of analysts have talked about it as well. My opinion is, and I usually don't care about what analysts and what all of them say unless they back up my opinion. And in this time, they backed up my opinion. So therefore, you're wrong and we're all right. And that's the end of the discussion. And there's
okay.
Dan's wrong, guys.
Okay,
so.
Stephen A. Okay, Stephen A. This is how we're running the podcast.
My Lord, he pissed me off so bad. I don't want to even talk about Stephen A. Smith. I'm not even not remotely.
Bro, it's getting to the point where I'm sick of him. I'm sick of all, like the only fucking analyst I really like listening to. And I know I don't watch hockey. Well, I don't watch hockey enough, but it's that NHL Tonight team. Those are the only analysts I could really enjoy listening to now, because they have fun. They fucking talk about the game. They give you a realistic insight into that game. It's just fun watching them. But when you watch these football guys, I mean, the only guy, and I know I hate saying this. Well, do I really hate saying this? No, because we beat them in the fucking Super Bowl twice. Tom Brady analysis, I think, is very good. Like, I loved what he did last week with the football.
Yeah, I think Tom Brady's
he's giving you real insight in the game. These other guys are just fucking bullshitting off their ass.
Man,
and you're seeing it more and more.
Dan's swear jar, playoff jars, is going
I don't
crazy.
I don't care.
I care. I damn well care. But yeah, so what's it called? I think
except the one that broke out like 2 weeks ago, or how long ago was it? That I should make a swear jar.
Yeah, absolutely, and I'm making it now today. So everything today, Dan's gonna be donating all these swear jars. He's putting $100 per swear word he said this podcast. So we'll see how much of that he puts into the swear jar this week. But yeah, no, I think that was an not underthrown ball. I think that was an underran route. That's my opinion. That's how I look at it. And the analysts, I agree. Same kind of opinion. I mean, maybe not the NHL Tonight thing, but definitely the Tom Brady. NHL Tonight, I do definitely have an issue with the NHL analysts. A lot of them. And it's because if you know me, I might talk a lot of. They're fun to watch. Don't get me wrong, but like for me, I might talk a lot about football, and we haven't really talked much about hockey, which that will be changing on the channel soon, as well, because I will be adding hockey videos.
It's the only running sport right now.
So what's it called? Well, it's not. I mean, there's still other sports, but we're
there's still a month left of football, but.
Yeah, and we also don't touch basketball. We don't really like talk because basketball is not my strong suit. I might know a little bit about basketball. I might know here and there and whatnot, but like I do follow it, but like it's not boring to me. It's just like it's not hockey and it's not football to me. I like contact sport, and I feel like nowadays basketball is not nearly as contact as it used to be. And I'm not saying people getting choke slammed through the floor and stuff like that, but like, I like contact sports, so. I think basketball is incredibly like good to like watch when I'm in person. Like when we used to go watch the games, at schoolyards and whatnot. When we used to watch like all the older kids play, I was like, oh man, that was fun as shit. I can go for it. I can vibe with it, but they play more physical than I feel like they do in the NBA. So for me, that's the reason why. I think it's a lot more fun. But yeah, no. But yeah, no. I just. There's a lot with it, but I want to touch on something real quick. I don't know if you want to go over it. It's not even on the podcast topics list that we have for today, but I figured why not? We have some time. What are your thoughts on the New York Giants' brand new head coach, John Harbaugh? How do we feel about this?
I love the hiring, to be completely honest with you. Like I think, and I was telling my dad this last night or yesterday, that I think John Harbaugh is going to be the Tom Coughlin 2.0.
What do you mean by that?
I mean that this is going to be the long-running head coach from here on out. And I think this might be a complete fucking... a long shot, but I do feel under his head coaching, we can possibly see another championship or Super Bowl coming to New York.
You know, no one's ever done that, right?
What?
Won the Super Bowl with their second team, like first year or anything?
I'm not saying first year. I do think he can win us a Super
I mean,
Bowl.
didn't Andy Reid do it? Didn't Andy Reid do it because he was with the Eagles and he went to
he
he
won
did
the
that.
Super Bowl with the Chiefs. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, wait, did he? I don't think he won a Super Bowl. Yeah, he didn't win a Super Bowl with the Eagles.
No, he did, but he won with the Chiefs. Hold up. No, did he not?
No. I don't think he was coaching. It was Doug Peterson that was coaching with the fucking Nick Foles Miracle.
All right. I'll take it. I'll take it. It is what it is. But yeah, no. So what are your thoughts? So you think they're gonna win a Super Bowl? Like, how do you feel he goes about this year's draft?
There is a possibility for that, and I think that I know people are like, oh, I don't like how he came in and demanded that he should speak to John Mara right away, and like he reports to him. I feel like that's how you build a very functional organization. Like, yeah, okay, the GM's job is to build the team, but you're gonna go to the owners to give them your insight. To have the owners have the control because it's the owners' team too.
I don't believe
the GMs
that.
is only like the GM is only to me like the guy that
the GM is a delegator. He's a delegator. Yeah. It's all in my opinion. I don't even feel like the GM does
but the
much.
Owners have
the head coach.
The owners should have a say in who they bring to the team.
I don't feel like they do. They definitely don't. I feel like it's mostly the head coach. Even I think the head coach does more for the draft than anyone. I don't think it has anything to do with the GM.
No, itself. I said to build a team.
Yeah, I know the build the team. I believe it's the head coach that has more of a say than anyone.
Yeah, but the owners are the ones that could throw out some extra money if they feel like they need to.
Sure, yeah. I mean, in
like
most
the
cases,
GMs are just going off of a budget. You're like, say if you want to, because I see that people are saying, I know this is rumored for the Giants too. The Ravens have 3 free agents. One that we desperately need at tackle.
Oh, okay, that's the route you're going with. All right, so say your pick.
So I would not. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I know it's Tyler
Lindbaum. That's center. Is he not? I believe he's a center. Hold up. Tyler Lindbaum not a center? Because that's exactly what I was going to say as well. But I could have sworn Tyler Lindbaum was a center. They need all of them regardless. I wish my phone wasn't.
Yeah, Tyler Linderbaum.
Yeah, he's a center. But yeah, he's definitely that's the
I
guy.
want.
He's a center. He's a center. Yeah,
yes.
I want him.
We desperately need it. And they're saying that he could have the players might want to come and play for him again.
If he can grab him, that'd be great. That'd be fantastic. That'd be absolutely fantastic.
So that's what I'm saying. I don't mind this because if you can go to the owners and say, "Oh, we need to spend a little bit of money on these guys to make the team better," yeah, I'm going to the owners and not the GM because the GM is going to be set on the numbers. If the owners can dish out a little bit more money,
you're not going to the. Yeah, there's no reason for it. The owner's not going to tell you. The owner's going to tell you to kick rocks. What does Mara want to have to do with that? He knows there's a budget. He knows there's a salary cap.
You don't think he wants the team to be a lot better?
I'm sure he does, but I don't think any owner gives a crap as long as the GM is doing their job.
I mean, hey, listen, I come from the MLB. Fuck the salary cap. Take all the fines.
No, screw that. See, that's the thing. That's why I hate baseball. That's another reason why I hate baseball. Y'all got it's like completely
no. We'll get into that in a later podcast because I have stuff to say on that fucking whole. I have stuff to say on that whole fucking.
We can talk about it because it's ass. Because that is absolutely ass. I don't like that. So we'll talk about it.
The Dodgers are killing baseball. I'm sorry.
All big city teams are killing baseball. That's like what it is. It's just, I'm sorry. It's like they're gonna buy.
I agree. There should be a salary cap in baseball. I think that's the direction we're heading in. There's going to be a salary cap.
Yeah, but how does that affect people that you have bought? Because I can't. What are they going to do with like a $1 billion salary It's not going to do anything.
It would be pending. I don't think it would be like. I think all those players are going to make the money that they're making. I don't think you're going to have to readjust their contracts, but it's going to be from that point out. Any contracts you sign or stuff like that, that's going to affect the salary cap.
Yeah, because I don't know. It's like it's.
Because to be fair, if you set a salary cap now, half these teams would have to dish out probably 75% of their rosters. 75% of their rosters would have to be fucking free agents.
Fuck that. Most teams have one player on their team. That would be it. But anyway, we're not going to talk about that. But yeah, I think that John Harbaugh is a great pick for the Giants. I put on Twitter and I put on Facebook as well on the Facebook pages that I felt that, you know, in my eyes, I wanted a wish list, and my wish list started with Mike Tomlin. Jesus Christ, you said Tom Coughlin. I don't think Tom Coughlin, but Mike Tomlin was the guy I wanted. Now that doesn't mean that I didn't want John Harbaugh. I wanted one of the two. It would have been great to get either one of them. They were 1A and 1B to me, and no, John Harbaugh's not even 1B. It's just like I put it that way just because for me they could have really realistically both been 1A, 1A. And I would have loved either one of them. I grew up loving the Ravens myself as the AFC team. I would always, and I still, if the Giants are in the playoffs, I will always go for the Ravens if they are in the playoffs, because I always loved their color scheme growing up, and I love their defense growing up. It was amazing.
That defense was insane.
They were fantastic. So yeah, that's just how I feel. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about I don't know how I feel about a lot about this upcoming Giants team, because there's a lot of ways they can go, and we'll talk about it during the offseason about which way we feel they should go. So we're gonna be talking about the offseason as well as the upcoming draft and what our expectations are and who we want them to get out of these things. But I do think that John Harbaugh could be a great coach for this team. I'm very excited to see what he could do with Jackson Dart. I'm very excited to see what he could do with the chemistry of this team. We already know that John Harbaugh is no slouch. We already know that he is a great coach. And I think that it's a 5-year contract. It's a 5-year contract, which is great. Awesome for the Giants. It gives them enough time to at least experience a head coach for a little while that we know we could have, because I know like a lot of people have those problems with the head coaches. The Jets are one of them. Daisy's going crazy right now over the John Harbaugh talks right now, so that's great stuff, right? But yeah, no. So I think John Harbaugh could be a great guy on this team. I'm see what he does in the draft, because I have a feeling I already know the direction I want to go in the draft. So maybe we could talk about that on another topic. But there's definitely a couple of draft picks that I think I could see him going for that I'd be excited to see. Possibly make a splash in New York at pick number 5. But yeah, so that's my opinion on that. But Dan, we have one last discussion here I want to talk about. We have the AFC and the NFC Conference Championships coming up soon. I want to ask your predictions. Let's talk about that real quick. We have the predictions for these games, and we're just gonna go over them. I'm not even gonna go over the time slots or when. I just know that they're Saturday and Sunday. And we have the AFC Championship being the Patriots.
No, they're both on Sunday.
Oh, they're both on Sunday? Okay. Well, then we have the Patriots taking on the Broncos in Denver. So it's Drake May versus someone, because Bo Nix got injured. We ain't touched on that.
Someone.
Stiddy, I believe his name is Stiddenheim or some crap. I don't. Listen,
Denham?
just like Nick Foles said, the Patriots struggle at versing backup quarterbacks. So maybe we have something fun, and there could be a chance. We'll see. The Broncos.
The Broncos win the Super Bowl, right?
If the Broncos, if the Broncos beat the Patriots and go on to verse Seattle. If my prediction is Seattle going up there, that'll be the weirdest Super Bowl to me. I don't know how to feel about it. But how do you feel about the AFC Championship?
It would be another fucking Peyton Manning versus Seattle game.
We don't know that. How do you feel? How do you feel about this? How do you feel about this AFC Championship game? What's your thoughts on it? What's your opinion?
This is fucking.
Stop with the cursing! God damn it!
You want to talk about Josh Allen easy Super Bowl appearance? It couldn't get any easier for Drake May. Like, yeah, okay, it sucks that Bo Nix went out. And yeah, but it's so easy. Like, you're going against a backup. This backup hasn't played all year. Bo Nix has been your guy. You're tossing it into a conference championship game and probably the Super Bowl game if you make it to the Super Bowl, and you're expecting him to come up with two very big wins that could possibly right his career if he performs. But under Mike Vrabel, this Patriots team just looks completely different. And I feel Mike Vrabel has built this offense, and we saw it against they played the Texans. Yeah.
Holy
okay.
crap!
I was getting confused. I went blank for a minute there. But yeah, we saw their play. The offense, yeah, okay, probably struggled at times against the Texans, but that Texans defense is the whole Texans team, and we've been talking about that all year. But I think that you're going into Denver. Yeah, the elevation is going to be an issue. We all know this because Denver, the elevation is unlike anywhere else. So they have the advantage there, the Denver Broncos. But I just think the way that Patriots defense have been playing and the way that offense has been clicking all year, I just think it's going to be tough for the Broncos to compete with their backup quarterback. I have the Patriots making the Super Bowl.
I got the Patriots winning too. I could see very well the defense stopping Drake May. Because again, their defense is really good. The Broncos. This is, I think, the matchup a lot of people have been talking about possibly happening since midway through the year when the Patriots started to emerge as the number one team.
But with Bo Nix at quarterback,
with Bo Nix at quarterback, yeah, that's the problem. But I think that their defense is
discussion. In my issue,
their defense to me, yeah, absolutely, it's a different discussion. But I still think I was having the Patriots win that one regardless. That's where I felt like Vic probably would have been annoyed with, but I had the Patriots winning that regardless. The Patriots in my bracket was going.
Vic would still be going for the Broncos right now. Okay, let's be real.
Once the
backup QB and everything.
In my eyes, it was gonna either go through the Bills or it was going through the Patriots, and that was one of the two, and that was it. And I have it going to the Patriots this week. They might be playing in Denver. I don't care. I don't care about the elevation. I don't care about all that crap. I don't care about the fans being super loud. Every fan base has a loud crowd when they're
also giving the Patriots 5.5 in the spread.
Did you knock off your brush? My lord. Okay. I have the Patriots winning this game. I just think they are the team. I think Drake May being the quarterback versus Stiddenheim, whatever his name is, definitely is the factor here. I do think that if he comes out and plays a great game, though, he can surprise us all.
It's gonna be the Nick Foles where his career was totally changed.
Yeah. So
after that,
we could see that. So if he does somehow do that, crazy to me.
Can you imagine he pulls off like what fucking Nick Foles did, and they have a Denver miracle?
I would love to see that. That would be so cool to see. That would be so interesting to me. So I am kind of pulling for the Broncos. I want to see this quarterback do it, but I think the Patriots do make it. I think the Patriots make it to the Super Bowl and stamp their way to the finals after this week's win against the Broncos. I don't know. You said it's 5.5, and then what's the over-under on this?
42.5.
42.5.
I don't think I'm taking the under on this.
I'm taking the over. I'm taking the over.
You think it's going to be? You think they're going to score more than 42.5 points? I don't.
42.5. That's at least a 21.
Bro,
21
nobody's
game.
Doing what Seattle did last week to the fucking 49ers.
That's happening. This is gonna happen. So it's gonna be a game. I'm excited for that. That's actually I think I would take the over in this case. I would take the over. That's my opinion. I'm going with the over. And then we have over in Seattle Seahawks. They're not Levi Stadium. That's the 49ers, right? It's the one that they just killed. They killed the 49ers. So we're going to Seattle Seahawks, which I don't know their freaking stadium name because I don't know a lot of the stadium names, surprisingly.
Rumor Field.
Boom. Would never guess that. What's it called?
Yeah, do you know Denver Stadium's name?
Yep. Denver, Colorado. And then we go to the Seahawks, versus the Rams, another division rival. Back-to-back division rival games. They had a bye week and then immediately go into two division rival games.
Not division rival games.
What?
The Broncos and Patriots are not in the same division. Oh, wait. They're in the same division. Oh, yeah. They're not in the same division.
Is your head screwed on right? I'm talking about the Seahawks and the Rams. I just said it twice.
Yes, but you said another. Oh, you're talking about the 49ers and the Sea. Oh, okay. I see. Never mind. Okay, go on.
I'm hosting auditions if anyone would like to be my co-host here because I am so sick of this. Could you join
The
me?
way you worded it made me think you were talking about the Patriots Broncos being a division rival game.
You're fired.
You said another division rival game. Okay? You could have said another back-to-back division rival.
Sit back. Seahawks at home versus the LA Rams. What's your take on this game?
What's my take?
Yep.
The winner of this game is winning the Super Bowl.
Wow.
I'm coming out and flat out saying that.
Okay. Cool. Who wins this game?
Who wins this game?
Yep.
Man. I mean, let's be real here. After what the Seahawks did to the 49ers, only allowing them to put up 3 field goals, it's hard not to go with the hot hand right now. The Seattle team, Sam Darnold's just looking. He definitely upped his game this year, and he's showing Minnesota that you should have kept me, basically. And he just gels with this offense. I mean, JSN and him seem to have this outstanding chemistry that I don't think we've possibly expected at the start of the year. I mean, yeah, we needed to see how it would have developed, but I don't think anybody expected it to turn into this where JSN almost has 1,800 yards. Or just shying away from the 2,000 mark, too.
Quick question. After we've talked about this. Seahawks this year, better with or without DK Metcalf?
Without. I
Agreed.
My whole thing, and this is my thing, and I haven't been a fan of this, I don't like the theatrical wide receivers. I don't like the receivers that are all about me, that they need to be the spotlight, that they up it just because they feel like they're on
AJ Brown.
Yeah, AJ Brown.
Wow, damn, what an assumption.
AJ Brown, OBJ, you can just go down the list.
Basically any wide receiver from the NFC East.
It's really insane. It's these people that think they're better than they are. And it's like, AJ Brown, you went from the Titans where you were the number 1 guy. You don't like the QB you're working with now, and for back-to-back years, you're putting on this fucking theatrical performance.
Let's not talk about that. It's not perfect!
But yeah, I'm going with the Seahawks. It's just that defense and the way that Sam Darnold had this offense rolling all year. They seem like the team to beat right now. And I have an NFC West winning, and whatever team win this game is winning the Super Bowl. I don't think the
Interesting.
Patriots can match up.
So who do you have? You have the Seahawks winning this one?
Yes.
I do as well. I have the Seahawks winning this game. I think the Rams. This is gonna be a fun game. I'm loving this one. I think between this and the I thought the Seahawks and the 49ers were gonna be too, but it just wasn't. It was doomed from the literal kickoff, which is crazy.
You only allowed the team to get 2 field goals. Is that like unheard of in postseason NFL history?
Yeah. They did it against the Broncos.
I mean, okay, but the Seahawks also have
score. Damn near similar score.
To be fair, we could see another.
That was in a higher tier game.
Can you imagine this is another Seattle Patriots Super Bowl? And the same thing happens that we saw the year they didn't run the ball in. Can you imagine?
They don't have that kind of, which does suck because they lost Charbonnet, which is their second guy, and he's beast with the ball. I like their little running combo. So this is gonna be a quick test to see, how oh my god, what's his name now? What's their running back's name? And I like him too. What the hell is his name?
Oh my god, I can't think of it either. I know who you're talking about.
I appreciate that. Shit, what the hell is his name? It's
Walker the third.
Yes, Kenneth Walker the third. I knew it was the third. I was like, couldn't think of his first damn name. Yeah, we're gonna see how he fares like on his own because that's gonna be interesting to see. That's really just like that's gonna be a test to see like truthfully. If he could do it on his own, that's great. But Charbonnet with his another ACL injury, by the way, another one in this season, which is just horrible.
I mean, yeah, it's shocking that they haven't changed the fields, and like, don't get me wrong.
This year is going to be a catalyst for it, 1,000%.
Turf. I get it. You want turf because it's cheaper, but there's nothing like playing on real grass. It prevents injuries from happening. It's been proven. It's just better for the players to play on grass. Like, just give everybody what they're asking for already.
Yeah, it's like the upkeep is more expensive.
These teams make enough money. I mean, how many teams are getting new stadiums?
Yeah, no, new stadiums.
How many teams are getting stadiums built? Put grass in them.
New stadiums, and then on top of that, it's like, man, going to a Jets game this year. The Jets game. A Jets game.
Oh, it's been known that MetLife Stadium has
and a Gatorade was $9 goddamn. What? Like, I'm sorry, drinks should not cost that much. But I understand it's in stadiums, they're higher price and whatever. So I drank the damn Gatorade because I needed something to drink. But for God's sakes, y'all can't be. I actually like MetLife Stadium. It's so cool, super cool to be in. We were high up, and I still thought the game was fun.
Unfortunately, one of the worst turf fields in the league.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's not the worst turf.
Absolutely, 1,000%. My favorite percentage is 1,000%, more than anything. But yeah, no, it's bad. I don't know about the whole Super Bowl thing though, but I do have the Seahawks winning. What's the over and under for this? For over and under, and what's the points given for who? What's the spread?
2.5.
For who?
It's going to Seattle's the favorite, so the Rams are getting the 2.5.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Crazy.
They're giving the Rams 2.5.
And then what's the over under?
47.5. I mean, after last week, yeah, I can see this. It could come close to it. Do I think it's gonna hit this over under? I'm not touching.
I'm taking the over.
You are crazy.
I'm taking the over.
Can you imagine both teams get 80? Both teams get 40 points.
I'm taking the over.
It's just an all-out offensive fight.
With Stafford there, I'm taking the over. With Sam Darnold and JSN there, I'm taking the over.
Okay.
I'm taking the over.
Here's the thing for a possibility.
Yeah.
I'm asking you this because looking at this, that has a possibility to happen. Since this is such a high discussion topic right now, if we do see Matt Stafford versus Drake May in the Super Bowl, do you think winner of this game has got an MVP?
This game doesn't have anything to do with MVP. MVP is given up before the Super Bowl. Yeah, you didn't think about that, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And also, MVP is only a regular season award. It has nothing to do with the
But who
postseason.
do you think's getting the MVP?
If I have to go right now and give it to someone, I'm assuming they're going to give it to their. Oh man, I don't even know. I would like to give it to Stafford. Stafford would be my would probably be the choice, but I don't know. It's a close one this year. But
I'm going to ask you a follow up to that.
Okay.
MVP stands for most valuable player. Do you think if they give the award to Stafford, do you see him as the most valuable player over Drake May? Or do you think it comes to most valued stats at that point?
I think both. I mean, in my eyes, it's like it's going to be a stats thing, but it takes like we've seen teams with good wide receivers, good teams in general, and not do damn squat with it. I mean, if we take like what's a good team for this to be? Oh, I don't know, the Bills. How many times have we been in a situation where the Bills played lower than they should have this season?
I mean, this is another conversation that you can go back to last year.
It's like a lot of years. There's so many examples of this, but this year's
go
example.
Back to last year and have the Lamar Jackson versus Josh Allen debate, where
Josh Allen won that. I'm sorry, Josh Allen won that to me.
I think that stat-wise, Lamar Jackson's stat looked like the most valued player, sure, but
Josh Allen looked like a monster last year. I felt like he was the better player last year. I do believe that Lamar Jackson has won his MVPs as well. Like I don't disagree with any of them, but I think that Josh Allen rightfully won last year. I don't care if it's controversial or not. That's just my opinion. I think Lamar Jackson, which I like Lamar Jackson a lot, I think he's won two of them already, and I think played phenomenal in both. So I'm fine with that. But I think Josh Allen played great last year, and he looked like he should have been a Super Bowl champion. Fell short. This year he looked worse. Fell short. But yeah, no, I feel like this year they're used as the example for what a QB, shouldn't be doing, because I don't know. It's like what the hell. But Stafford goes on a 28-0 run with touchdowns and interceptions. Like ratio, there was like a 28 touchdown to 0 interception run from like week 3 all the way to week 11 or some crap like that. Like
just his stats now, he has 4,700 passing yards and 46 touchdowns compared to
Drake Mays, who's less than 4 or just over 4,
with 31. So I mean, this is going to be a close thing, but I'm taking
Stafford. I'm taking Stafford. I think it's close as well, but I think they're going to give it to Stafford. 1,000%. I think that Drake May had a great, phenomenal year. All right, we want to talk about sophomore slumps. Let's not. Drake May played phenomenal. All right, and but I'm giving it to Stafford. I just don't see how they don't. I can see how they don't, but I'm giving it to Stafford. If we
really didn't talk much on. To mention this, we didn't talk much on our opinion of C.J. Stroud being a elite quarterback.
No, he's not an elite quarterback.
Should he be a franchise quarterback? I don't think we really gave our opinion.
I don't think he's gonna bench. I don't think they're gonna bench him. I don't think C.J. Stroud's getting benched. I just straight up don't. I don't know if. I don't think C.J. Stroud is getting benched for next year. I think there was like people were talking about it whether they should bench him or not. I don't think they bench him. I think they just straight up just need to. Something's gonna happen with that team, but he has to have a development this year, because this is the final.
He needs to have a development reset.
We're gonna be in year 3 for him, so he will be in this. This is his contract year. No, 4. Okay, so he needs one more year after that, then, and then he'll be in his contract year. So this is a big pivotal year. He's
going on 2 slumps right now, and you can definitely see the regression in his development. And I think that's more so on the coaching.
He's going to his year 4. So yeah, this is a contract year. Then he's going to his contract year. He had a great first year. Didn't have a great last year. Didn't have a great year this year.
It's definitely a development thing over there with the Texans.
Yeah.
Because after that rookie season he should not be on this much of a decline.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
It's getting to the point where you have to look at the coaching staff and what you're doing, developing this guy, because he should be up there in conversations as being this generation of Lamar, or this generation of the Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen type of quarterback.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, but I'm so crazy to see how they do next year because the defense is incredible. So I hope CJ Stroud gets his act together because I do like Houston as well. Not a Dallas fan, but I like Houston. So there goes that. Yeah, so we're gonna call it here. I think it's like good enough spot for us for the time being. You know, we're at a good time here, so I'm liking it. We're gonna have one more question here, which Dan kind of already spoiled the one I had, so we have to kind of make one spot because I was gonna say.
Oh, was it the MVP? Did I take that from you?
It was the Super Bowl comment. I was gonna. Who do you think makes the Super Bowl, and who do you think's winning like this year with the Final Four teams? But kind of already answered that, so I hate you for that. That was kind of like my thing here. So. Now I got to come up with one on the spot, which kind of sucks. Thanks, Dan. Appreciate you. We'll go with the random one then. Man, do you have one? Do you have one for me? If you had to give me a question, you ain't got shit on him. See this? You screwed me all up. Screwed me all up.
Super Bowl MVP.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Well, no, don't they have conference? Don't they have conference? Because we have to do conference. So do they have conference?
They don't have conference MVP. Who do you think is going to take this Super Bowl MVP? You can give 4 players, for one from each team.
Great.
Hey, you said on the spot. I came up with it.
All right, so from one from each team, you got to do it as well. Then one from each team, one from every team. This way you can't get it wrong. If it's Seahawks, I'm giving JSN. If it's the Broncos, I'm going with Bonito. What's it called? If it's the Patriots, I'm going with Drake May. If it's the Rams, I'm going with Stafford. 2 QBs, 2 non-QBs. Not done on purpose. It's
okay. Mine are going to be, for the Patriots, it's going to be Drake May. Broncos, I'm going defense. Patrick Surtain the third. I'm going D-back. Because if he does, I think he's going to have a big game in the Super Bowl. Hey, you're going Benito.
Where are you coming from me? It's fine. Go ahead.
Rams, I'm going Stafford. Seahawks, I'm going Darnold.
Okay. Interesting. All right. Well, hey, that works out. All right, guys. We will talk to you guys next week on the next episode of the BSBN Podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you did enjoy. And we will see you guys again soon with another BSBN Podcast. Talk to you guys later. Have a good day.
Peace out, guys.